Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about credit. We got to talk about how to boost our credit score under the circumstances with everybody getting removed by the credit bureaus. Well, there's still a way to do it. And we're going to talk about it today. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And as you can see, we're on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And I want to thank you for being here. And once again, we're trying to help thousands, if not millions of other people. So please share the videos. And I always have to bring it up, the join button over here on the right hand side. Members of the channel get special messages under the community tab almost every other day, if not every day. And they receive 1 or 2 videos per month, and they have special emojis that they can actually put into the chat, and they have a few other perks as well, so you have to click on the join button to find out. So I want to thank everybody who has the icon next to their name in the chat room when we do the live streams. I appreciate your support. And everybody else who's a subscriber, we have now topped 12,000 subscribers, so I want to thank everybody for your support as well. So let's get down to it, because this credit situation has gotten out of hand. So I'm just going to point out the fact that there are still other ways to do it. Now, in case you are not all up to speed, there has been rumblings. There has been things going on. We all know Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase, gone. We all know AG Jewelers right now cannot report either, gone. We now know My Jewelers and New Coast Direct are being affected, and some of their customers have been removed from the credit bureaus as well, gone. Chime, also their credit builder is a problem. Well, what are we going to do next? We still have next, ladies and gentlemen. You still have Self-Lender. Right here is a perfect source, and it's a secured situation. So you still have an option, because this is an installment trade line. So they're still going to do on-time payments, still going to be mix of payments, there's still going to be new credit, it's still going to say length of credit as well. So you check 4 of the 5 boxes. The only thing you won't get with an installment trade line is debt utilization. But this still helps your credit score, ladies and gentlemen, and you can start for as little as $25. Okay, that's the first part of this equation with Self-Lender. The second part of the equation is, when you pay, let's say it's $25 a month, you're building up a treasure chest, so to speak, of cash. Once you get up to $200 or $300, you have an option to tell them to move the money over to a secured credit card. Now it's reporting to the bureaus along with the debt utilization. A win-win for the same money. So the link is down below. For all of this, the link is down below in the description for everything that I'm going to talk about right now. All right, this is pretty simple. So there's Self-Lender still in effect. Then we bring out Credit Strong. Most of you have heard about Credit Strong as well. It's almost exactly like Self-Lender, except they have higher limits. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. They have things called Magnum accounts. So again, they start with the $15 credit. So you can start as low as $15 a month. The difference between Self-Lender and Credit Strong does not have a secured credit card that you can move your savings over to. So that is one of the differences. That's the only difference, because they report as an installment trade line as well. So once again, the 35% bucket with FICO, which is the largest bucket, on-time payments. Then you're going to have that 15% where you have payment. So 50% of the score is handled, then you got 10-10. So basically you can handle 70% of your credit score out of 100 with doing Credit Strong, Self-Lender, and getting the secured credit card from Self-Lender. All right, so that wraps it up. But the main part, no hard inquiry, no soft inquiry. Everyone's approved, and they report. There you go. That's why this is pretty major. So they're still here, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, I gotta say thank you 300. He knows a lot about credit and apparently knows a little bit more than the rest of us. But he was saying before the credit bureaus started getting removed, he said they're all going to be gone. Last night on the live, in case you missed it, it was a Monday night live. I was talking about Tomo credit card, and I'm going to talk about it today too, because they actually report. But he said that they're going to be gone too. But the thing is, it's no hard inquiry. They do check your bank account, and then they report right now, as of today. But according to Mr. Credit, the insider, he's saying they're going to be removed too. But again, there's no hard inquiry, which is what you want right now. You don't want any hard inquiries if you can do it. So it's worth it to apply and see what happens. And then they just have a net 7 days or a net 14 days. It's like a 1950s charge card. I charge something today. They expect you to pay it within a short period of time with only a few days. All right? It doesn't roll over like a credit card. All right? The true sense. So that's all I'm trying to say. There's a link down below in the description for them. And as you can see right here, 0 interest, 0 fees. And that's why. No credit score. That's the reason why. Because you're not going to be able to roll it over for 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. So that's the beauty of this in essence. Now, another card that's saying that they're going to report, that they're going to be cool, but they're still on the wait list program is the X1 card. And they're claiming to be, as you can see, the smartest credit card ever made. Well, that's big talk for somebody that keeps having a wait list for 6, 7 months. But anyhow, and they're going to be a little bit different. I don't know if they're going to report though, but you're going to get discounts like Adidas, Apple, Beats, Bose, Delta, Hotel Night, JetBlue, Airbnb. They're making these connections and partnerships where you're going to get discounts. As you can see here, you're going to be able to use your points, get discounts. That's their theme, I'm assuming. So we're going to find out whenever they make it happen. But you might as well get on the wait list. The link is down below. All right? Now, once we got out the way with the possibilities, which you know what they are, we're going to go to some other possibilities. I have videos out. And down below in the description is going to be the videos. This one right here, June 13th, I go step by step how you can do a no hard inquiry Victoria's Secrets credit card. Again, you just want to build up. This is no security at all. You don't have to put in any money. You have to basically pay attention to the video, the link's down below, and you got to be in incognito mode with your browser. All right, that's the first rule. And then after that, you have to shop like you normally would be shopping online. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, normal shopping, moving around looking for something to buy. Then you put it in the cart. Maybe put 2, but you want to be over $150 generally. 100, 150. But watch the video, or more. But watch the video, and then you'll find out what you're looking for. You're looking for a pop-up. This does not work 100% of the time. It works 50, 60% of the time. So if it doesn't happen this time, then go to the next video. And that's going to be for overstock. All right, same thing, September 17th, 2020. All you do is go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page and put in no hard inquiry, but we have several videos, or you go down below in the description and I have links directly to the Overstock and Victoria's Secrets credit card. Now, let's get back to the old standbys with secured credit. This is where things get a little bit more. We can't go no hard inquiry, but at least we're going to get approved. So your next move is Discover It secured card. There'll be a link down below. They probably will do a hard inquiry. But here's the thing. No matter, you can start at $200 and up. All right. So, and you can only go up to $2,500, I believe, is the max that you can have for your secured card balance. The good news, after 6 months, they review your account the 7th month. The 7th month, they sit there and say, hey, he's paid on time for 6 months in a row. We're going to release his deposit, and we might even bump up his credit line to an unsecured credit line. That's generally what they do. So you take 7 months and you'll have an unsecured card, and around the 8th month you'll have your security deposit back, and now you have an unsecured Discover card. Simple. All right. So there's always more than one way to skin the cat, and we're going to close with Open Sky, another secured card, no credit check. And once again, you set your limit, as they say, and you put down how much you want to put down. I do not know what the minimum is here, but I'm going to assume it's probably 250, 200, since it's Capital Bank. 200, 250 is probably the same as Discover. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is short and sweet. So you can see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7. Possibly 7, but it's going to cost you minimum. It looks to be probably about 200 on Open Sky, 200 on Discover It, $25 with self lender, as I still call it, and Credit Strong, another $15 will get you going there. Now, I'll add one more to this, and I don't know if Grow Credit is still reporting or not, but it doesn't really matter. Even if you have the $15 Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, or anybody's Plus, ESPN Plus, well, they're not under 15. But if you got a Plus and it's $15 or less, you run it through Grow Credit, and basically you just pay Grow Credit, and Grow Credit reports it on your credit report, all for free if it's $15 or less bill. All right, so it's a $15 total, so you don't get to open up 5 accounts. It's only the bills that total $15 or less, it's free. Once you go over $15, then there's a monthly fee. But, you know, why not $15? All right? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't how you can bypass the situation going on. And there's one other thing. There's several things I probably should have mentioned. I'm actually going to get into this right now, which I wasn't even going to add in the video, because here's another way that we can do it. I want to get into, I can't remember the name right now off the top of my head, but I'll go one deck, all right? Because, on deck, sorry. On deck, so it's almost like I'm doing a live stream right now. But anyhow, on deck, this is something that's coming along. This is for business in reality, okay? But what I'm going to point out is you're going to be using your collateral as your credit line or potential loan. All right? It's not that hard. Look, if your business has been in for 1 year, FICO score is 600, business is 100K, which means about $8,500 a month or more. Or if you have annual business revenue of 100K, and you have a business bank account, you can go to Blue Vine. If you have any issues with bank accounts, you can always sign up with bluevine.com, so you won't have an issue with your business bank account. That's another way that you can get a loan, but this one would be for your business. This is the bonus, all right? And the next one I'm going to mention is SALT lending. That's another one. Again, this is why we've always been preaching. Get your LLC. Loans backed by crypto now, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Now, here's the rules. $5,000 in crypto in your account. You can borrow money, loan to value, 30 to 70% of the value. You have terms of 3 to 12 months, and your interest is going to be 5.95 and up probably, depending on the length. The longer the length, probably the more they're going to charge you. Again, crypto-backed loans. You don't need approval, no hard inquiry, and no credit check. There you go. But I thought they did have a credit check for SALT lending, but I guess they don't have it anymore. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can still get a loan, and it does not matter on your credit, but you will need assets. So you might as well get on board with the crypto. And if you don't want assets in crypto and you want them in stocks, then you can do the same thing with stocks in any brokerage. They'll give you what they call a margin account, and you can borrow against that. Once again, though, these are all risky, Because if you borrow, if you have, let's say 10,000 in crypto, 10,000 in stocks, and all of a sudden there's a flash crash, let's say it drops 30% to $7,000 in each account, and your loan is 30% LTV, $3,000 is going to have to come from somewhere. And you're going to have to send them 3,000 because you got to be back up to 10,000 to make sure you stay within 30% loan to value. All right? And that's going to be within 24 to 48 hours generally, 72 hours maximum, depending on what your relationship is with them. But the point I'm trying to make is that is why these are risky, because volatility happens in both crypto and on stock markets. And any given day, some bad news can come and stocks drop. And then also they can go up, which means you have no worries. But if the stock drops, you're always worried because you might have that, what they call margin calls. And both crypto and stocks, they're likened to a margin call. Somebody's going to call you up and say, hey, you need to add some more money to make sure that this balanced 30% ratio stays intact, because that's your collateral. We don't want to have to sell your 30% that just went down, because now you can't recover that. That's gone. If you don't send them their money, that money's gone. Okay? So anyhow, this is Salt Lending. And as long as you have some crypto, 5,000 or more, you can get no qualifying loan. No credit check. You're good. All right? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I figured I might as well break out this video once again so people can understand it's looking dire with all these things going on with the top companies that provided credit to get people help real quick. But if I consider 6-7 months pretty quick myself, it's not going to be instantaneous like you could get 50, 60, 70 points because the debt utilization is lowered substantially, but you still have these options. So never fear. And there's always going to be replacements. That's just the way of the world. It's a capitalist society sometimes. So with all that said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. This is why I keep bringing it like this, to give you perspective on what you still can do instead of looking at everything that has happened, because you can still fix your credit fast. 6, 5, 4 months, 3 months, that's fast if you really think about it. So if you need 30, 40 points and you say, hey, okay, I know it's going to take me 4 months, that's pretty fast in reality. There's nothing that's time sensitive, especially in this day and age. Just keep that in mind. Just because homes are selling like hotcakes this month and for the last year, there's a reason. It's because interest rates were low. All right? Soon as they move into releasing people from being in forbearance, and then they stop this thing about evictions, where you can't evict anybody after 8 months, 9 months, a year. When you're able to do all that, all hell's going to break loose. There's going to be all kind of things on the market, is my prediction. And therefore, you will still be able to buy something. You just won't be able to buy something with an interest rate at 2.9%. That's all. You'll have to buy it 3.5 or 3.7%. Just a little percentage point. But it's an offset because the price may be lower. So what's the problem, right? So just keep in mind, get yourself prepared. You can always buy things. You can always buy a home. You can always buy a car. You can always buy jewelry. You can always buy anything. When it comes to money, you can buy it, okay? So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.